The season ended disappointingly. Played the Mets for the second straight year in the playoffs. Didn't even come close to winning them. Got maybe 4 hits between the 2 games that we played against them. And as soon as that series ended, we get a text saying that Clark is going to test free agency. And we kind of knew this was coming. There's been talks that he might be joining the Chihuahuas. We knew that he was friends with the Chihuahuas all throughout high school. So it wasn't a surprise that he was going to be doing something like this. Before the series started, he said that he was about 90% sure that he was going to come back to the Ducks, and we were going to be sitting in a pretty good position with where we were, and hopefully we can defeat the Demons by beating the Mets the next year.
How did the end of the season for the Rubber Ducks go? Definitely disappointing. My expectations were to win the World Series, and we didn't even win a playoff game. And we did have fun this year though, and winning Comeback Player of the Year helped, even though I felt like I was a lot better than I was the first year. And then, our whole team, I felt, got a lot better too.
So going into free agency, we knew that we needed to get 2 people, knowing that Josh, our newcomer from last year, is going to be having his 2nd kid, so getting down into wiffleball games was going to be tough for him. And then G-String was also going to be doing coaching again next year, so we weren't going to have him, so we needed 2 more people.
Well, the night that we finally lost to the Mets, Matt, aka The Wish, aka Clark, texted us, an hour after we left the field, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna become a free agent. And honestly, at the time when he sent the message, I kind of knew that he was gonna join the Chihuahuas, and I was hoping that he would change his mind somehow. But
we were looking at different targets, trying to see who would want to come join us. There was some interest between a couple people. I know Epstein said that he wanted to try Hopkins at some point, but I think he's too scared to come over to Hopkins to hurt his stats. Hardball said he was interested in joining us. I think he's under contract with the Reds for at least 1 more year before he comes over. And then there was just some other people here and there that were interested in joining the team. But once free agency started, I started talking with more and more people, and I was completely shut out. Nobody was responding. Nobody was saying anything to me.
The 2019 HRL Mets was a season that almost was, could have been, should have been. Going into the year, we didn't really know what to expect, without Searles and Niner and Seabass. We didn't know how much time we'd get out of Web Gem. We didn't know how much time we'd get out of Honda. We didn't get much time out of Honda. But it was a great year. Won the division, rolled over the Ducks like we always do in the playoffs, and then ran into the Biscuits. After the Biscuits. But the off season so far, it's been a little bit bumpy for the Mets. We lost Web Gem. I got a feeling we might, but I think he's going to go start a new family. And Hondo, he retired, and I think it's a temporary retirement. I'm not exactly sure. I think he's just going to take some time off. He had another baby, and I think he's planning to have 6 or 7 more babies to be like Web Gem, so he can come back and be more of the hitter that Web Gem is. I think Web Gem actually has more babies than Hondo had home runs last year. But I love Hondo, and I wish him well in his retirement. And what's that? Oh, I'm just getting word that Kid has declared free agency, so we lost Kid too. So that leaves myself, Taco, of course, and Charwal. But we got a scare from Charwal. We thought we'd lost him to the Biscuits, who we thought really were going after him in free agency.
So I heard the Biscuits were looking for a new pitcher, preferably somebody with an ERA around 10, somebody that batted around 200. So I threw in my application. I was pretty jacked about it. They sounded pretty excited to have me on. You know, my numbers were pretty similar to 2 bats, so I would fit right in. So I was pretty pumped, you know, figure I could win a championship as opposed to getting bounced in the city finals like we had the last couple of years. Turns out, they're just fucking with me. Bunch of pricks. Bunch of assholes.
And then all of a sudden I started talking to JC and wondering about what his plans were. And he was just saying that, yeah, we lost WebGen, we lost Hondo, so right now we're down to 4, maybe 3, depending on what the kid does. And I just jokingly said, hey, well, what if we just combine teams? What do you think about that? And he goes, that's not a bad idea. So kind of threw it around, asked the teammates what they wanted to do. They weren't excited about it, seeing that we lost 2 straight series against them, and we kind of want to beat them because we've only played them 8 times in our career and won once. So we kind of want to beat them on their own besides before joining them. And with how free agency was turning out, it was not looking good, and it kind of seemed like this was going to be our only option. Not to say that the Mets are a bad team, bad group of people, but we just wanted to beat them. We didn't want to join, we just wanted to beat them.
Yeah, we dabbled in free agency a little bit, had some conversations with my buddy Sherles, but he wants to stay out there in Egan, and I understand that, and I don't want to go play out there. Who would? Epstein, got a call from Epstein, was interested in joining the Mets, but I thought, you know, to play with somebody young enough to be your grandkid, I don't know that I could have done that. A couple other inquiries that were somewhat serious, somewhat not serious, but you know, wanting to get together with the Ducks, something I was interested in ever since my band, JC and the Rippers, broke up. You know, Truck left the band to go join some better band or something, so we lost our bass player. So I'm thinking, hey, Daddy, let's join her up with Rubber Ducks. We'll get the band back together, right?
It went pretty quick because I don't really remember if Matt made his decision first or if Stash let me know that there's a possibility that we join the Mets. I think they were kind of hand in hand almost, like the same day. So I was like, okay, well, you know, it's a bummer we're not keeping the name. When Stash told me about the Mets, I was actually kind of happy because I love JC, Taco. I love Taco. I mean, I wanted to make a team with him right away when I first started.
JC, I think, was the first person in the league that came up to our team. I remember it at Harley after our games. I think we actually played them and asked us who we were, what we were doing, who we knew, and all that. So JC was one of the first memories I had at HRL, and so that kind of stuck with me. I think it's going to be a great time playing with him, Taco and Charles.
Yeah, I think I could do this Mets Ducks thing. I think I could do the Mets one more year.
I mean, we have a great team that's coming up, so I'm excited for what's going to happen.
Expectations for next year's team, I think we have a shot at a division title. I know our first year as the Rubber Ducks, we tied with the Mets, but I think they got the division title due to head-to-head. I want to win our division title first, get our first one, and then I also want to make at least a city spot.
I'm looking forward to this season now. This season, the Mets, the Ducks, Casey and crew, we're going to be pretty damn good. So whoever's going to be in Hopkins, whether it's Epstein and his new clowns or this new web gem team, I don't think his kids are old enough yet, but this new team, you better watch out for us because we're going to give you a run for your money.
Bang bang, skeet skeet. I don't know the proper context of the word yeet. Me, Taco again. Went to bed pretty disappointed last night, not knowing what was going to happen with the team. I wake up re-energized, ready to go. It's hate in my heart, and I want to let it out. Clark, you're on the list. Kevin from This Is Us, you're on the list. Small Rocks, you're on the list. That's right, boys. We're joining forces with the Ducks. It'll be the Rubber Mets from now on. I can't wait.
I just wanted a bass player.